Yes, you read that right. Motorcycle the Pooh. Yes, this is a thing and a name that actually exists. Why? I don't know, ask China. Motorcycle the Pooh does have a couple company logos on it with some dollar globe type thing and another for Man Hong. And looking these up was a complete dead end. When I tried to search this up, it came up with Man Hong Takeout, and when I tried to refine that with toys, it came up with sex toys. Neither of which I'm sure have anything the fuck to do with Motorcycle the Pooh. Though I suppose China could always do Sex Toy the Pooh. Don't really do it! And with the other dollar sign globey thing logo, there's really nothing to look up. But it is trademarked. Original logo, do not steal. And it seems like nothing on Motorcycle the Pooh wants you to actually be able to look it up, because I tried to search for the importer as well and found nothing. What I can tell you about the importer is they imported it to Malaysia, and that's where I got it from. Apparently, what I should have tried looking up was the item number, because doing that, you can actually get led to a product listing for Man Hong toys on toysbaba.com. The main reason I didn't find them first looks to be because it was only spelt as one word here. Clearly, I should have figured it was only one word. It also appears that Dollar Circle was just another logo for Man Hong. They really need you to know they made this, but then they make it hard as hell for you to actually find them. But I should have just thought Man Hong again when I looked at that logo. Anywho, they've got a bunch of other battery-operated vehicles with stolen characters riding them, with some oddball names, which given what we're reviewing shouldn't be a shock. Highlights include Pleasant Goat Cart, Pleasant Goat and Turns the Ball, who gets around as he's been known to associate with SpongeBob and Mickey as well. Or is Mickey just around music? We've also got Jingle Cat's cart. It's not Doraemon at all. Glad they hid that. Last and certainly least, we have Magic Naughty Rabbit. I'll let you decide why it was naughty, but just so you know, the product was not video. Now that that's out of the way, let's play together and have a happy time, exciting experience, infinite joy! Nah, there's no way this can let me down like Dinosaur Invincibility. It's Motorcycle the Pooh! I mean, after all, when Motorcycle the Pooh's foot thinks it's smart. That is one smart foot. It knew it shouldn't say that out loud. Try me! Sure! Yeah, not quite sure the makers of Motorcycle the Pooh quite got the point of putting Try Me on the box. Good one, Man Hong! $1 TM. On the top of the box, when Motorcycle the Pooh's head is thinking smart, what sense does that make? That is the worst part of the box, because it also gets rid of the strangeness of Winnie the Motorcycle whoever the Pooh watching himself on a motorized vehicle, which by the way gets only weirder on the flip side. On the back of the box, Pooh is directly interacting with himself in toy form to help push himself out of the mud. At least this bush is offering some helpful advice to itself, because it's just thinking it rather than saying it. Everyone to work together through the storm. Refuel! Oh, now it makes sense. I didn't realize this was a storm. You know, one of those green sky cloud storms. The right tire's also very thankful, which is nice to see because usually right tires are assholes. Well, I can't wait for this 360 rotation. That's gonna be spinning me right round, baby. Right round, like a motorcycle the Pooh. And the other side of the box lets us know wonderful sound, pretty lights, lovely shape. That's what I thought. Lovely. So the vehicle's just loose in the box, and Pooh comes in, a protective little plastic bag. I don't really know what the point of that was. It's kind of strange that Pooh Bear's not just attached to his motorized vehicle, but I guess they just wanted to save on some box space. I guess this means we'll have to see if Motorcycle the Pooh's gonna get sent flying, but there is a way to attach him to his vehicle. His itty bitty silly little dick. Alright, let's stop being so immature. So the tabs on his crotch and ass really fit into a couple slots on the seat. I guess Motorcycle the Pooh's also teaching you safety, as he probably needs to keep his hands on the handle to stay on. He's Motorcycle the Pooh, willy-nilly silly old four-wheeler. I'm sure some of you were waiting for me to bring that up. They renamed Winnie the Pooh Motorcycle the Pooh, and then didn't even put him on a motorcycle. Four-wheeler the Pooh would have sounded stupid, obviously. I guess that's just his name and not really about what he's driving. After Pooh started driving around four-wheelers, we started calling them motorcycle. The wonderful thing about motorcycles is they don't have to be motorcycles. That was a terrible Tigger. I apologize. We've also got Manhong's logo on the bottom of the vehicle. Wait a second, Hongman Toys? What the shit is this? You forgot your name, or you just have two? Like you have two logos to make us have a doubly hard time finding you. You'll also see on the underside that the vehicle's motion, instead of being controlled by its actual wheels, is controlled by a spinning disc with two wheels in the middle. This is exactly the same way the motion for Spider-Man Motorcycle was handled. You know, that other motorcycle guy I had, who was actually a motorcycle. Though instead of the underside tilting to make the vehicle raise up, Motorcycle the Pooh just has a little platform to raise him up. And this platform is also where the spinning motion is handled on this toy. Alright, now let's find out what wonders Motorcycle the Pooh has for us once we turn him on. Everyone to work together through the storm! Refuel! Motorcycle the Pooh style! What? Well, I know that song without looking it up. Well, thanks to the Gundam-style boom of a few years ago, you can see just about every character imaginable, including Winnie the Pooh, set to that music, but I hadn't seen it yet on a four-wheeler motorcycle, so thank you for that, knockoffs. So with that Gundam-style boom having been a thing, why wouldn't knockoff artists want to capitalize on that? Especially by having that song completely unadvertised or expected on a Winnie the Pooh knockoff product. Good one, Man Hong or Hongman Toys or whoever the hell you are. Alright, Motorcycle the Pooh, it's time for you to live dangerously and teach us all a little lesson about motorcycle safety. Oh, he fell! This is why you should hold on to the handle. I guess one of the last things to do is to have a little race between Spider-Man Motorcycle and Motorcycle the Pooh. I should have known these two couldn't have a friendly race. It would always end like this. Pooh just hates Spider-Man. Probably has a little to do with Spider-Man actually being on a motorcycle, yet Pooh getting named that. There we go, best friends, and Motorcycle's finally on a motorcycle. Oh, the rivalry continues. The Pooh Bear figure for being a rider is actually not too bad. It's hollow, but the plastic isn't thin and doesn't feel extremely cheapy. Also, kind of surprisingly, it has arm articulation, though it's a bit of a screw job on the back. Shut up, Phelan. The Not motorcycle is pretty decent as well, lights up really nicely actually, and its movement is pretty good too. Motorcycle the Pooh had a much easier time moving around the felt backdrop I use for bootleg zones than the Spider-Man motorcycle did. Also, it spins around so fast, its music slightly distorts. I suppose you could take that as a negative, though I'm kind of impressed with that. The only thing I can really give it slight grief over is the Benty light pole. 9. We've stripped Winnie of his name, though he did move away from Winnipeg quite some time ago to the 100-acre Wood, so it was about time he let that go and took a name from the vehicle he's not riding. Though I suppose the 100-acre Wood could be in Winnipeg, and if you don't know where Winnie the Pooh got his name from, you probably don't know why I'm bringing that up. 7. Characters being thrown on vehicles they don't ever drive for a toy isn't an unheard of concept, but still, this is a little strange. Also, there's the fact the ATV isn't made up to have anything the hell to do with Winnie the Pooh. It's just purple and blue. Any character could ride this to that sweet, sweet tune, which I guess Spider-Man and a clown did. Well, they still had to change it from the Winnie the Pooh trademark colors. Oh, and yeah, that tune was another kind of weird thing, wasn't it? Ten, 10, 10, 10, 10, I'm an idiot. I love this box. There's something bizarre on just about every side of it. Refuel! They misplaced the word bubble, so it looks like random objects are thinking these kinda out there thoughts, and I love that they didn't even bother to keep this one inside the bubble. A line break here could have fixed that easily. Maybe it was a mistake, but that's hard to imagine. You also gotta love Pooh trying to help push himself out of the mud, and really, the name Motorcycle the Pooh probably could have maxed this thing's score out on its own. 10. You know, I think this is the best Gundam-style Winnie the Pooh battery-operated toy out there. 10. And the bootleg zones overall is 10. These are the kinds of bootlegs I absolutely love. Tons of silly shit on the box, a ridiculous name with a rather fun gimmick that really makes no sense whatsoever. Motorcycle the Pooh style. Gundam Style's over.